The Great Rainbow Lantern Adventure. Chapter 1. The Littlest Glow. In the peaceful town of Brightwood, where the clouds were soft like marshmallows and every sunrise painted the sky in tangerine and cotton candy pink, lived a tiny firefly named Pip. Pip wasn't like the other fireflies. While his friends glowed bright gold or sparkling silver when they danced in evening air, Pip's light was soft. Instead of shining like a lantern, it twinkled like a shy star peeking through bedtime curtains. He tried very hard. He practiced flicking his tail, drinking honeydew for energy, even doing little wing exercises so his light would flare stronger. But no matter what he did, his glow stayed gentle, warm, and sweet, like a nightlight. Some fireflies didn't mind. "Every light has a purpose," said Grandma Glow, brushing his head with her shimmering wing. But one young firefly named Flick liked to tease. "You're hardly glowing at all," Flick laughed. "What good is a dim firefly?" Pip drooped. "I'm trying." "Well, try harder," Flick said, glowing brighter out of pride. "A firefly without shine is like a cloud without sky." Pip watched Flick zoom off with the other kids, leaving him behind among the dandelions. Pip sighed. "Maybe I don't fit in here." But just as he lowered his little head, he heard a rustle. A fluffy squirrel named Hazel popped out of a nearby bush, cheeks puffed with acorns. "I think your glow is lovely," Hazel said, her voice as cozy as warm jam on toast. "It's soft, friendly, like a bedtime snuggle." Pip perked up. "Really?" Hazel nodded. "Some lights guide, some dazzle, yours comforts." Pip thought about that. Maybe she was right. But still, he wished he could shine brightly, just once. Then suddenly, oomph! The air shimmered. Above Brightwood, a rainbow exploded across the sky, brighter than any rainbow before, not just 1/7 in spiraling arches, spinning slowly like a giant colourful pinwheel. Pip gasped. Hazel dropped her acorns in awe. In the centre of the rainbows appeared a floating lantern, huge, sparkling, glowing every colour at once. Jewels framed its sides, soft sparks dripped like falling stars, and ribbons of aurora light curled from its handle. The Great Rainbow Lantern. It only appeared once every 1,000 years. Every creature in Brightwood felt it a gentle chime inside their hearts, like someone whispering a soft hello. Then a warm voice echoed across the sky. "The rainbow lantern is dimming. The world needs light bringers. Who will come?" The lantern flickered. The colours faded. The sky trembled softly. Brightwood gasped. Fireflies, squirrels, robins, chipmunks, rabbits, owls. Everyone gathered. Grandma Glow fluttered forward. "The legend is true. The lantern's light is weakening. If it goes out, rainbows will disappear forever." Hazel whispered, "Without rainbows, how will the sky smile?" Flick puffed up proudly. "A lightbringer must be bright. I'll go." Everyone cheered except Pip, whose heart thumped softly. He wanted to go, oh, how he wanted to, but his glow. So gentle, so tiny. Then Hazel nudged him softly. "Pip," she whispered, "rainbows are made of many colours. Maybe the world needs different lights too." Pip's tiny glow flickered shyly. "I'll try," he said. Hazel grinned. "And I'm coming with you." And so a dim firefly and a brave squirrel stepped forward. "We will help," Hazel squeaked boldly. Everyone blinked in surprise. Pip lifted his tail, a soft, warm glow, small but steady. Grandma Glow smiled knowingly. Sometimes the smallest lights start the brightest journeys. And just like that, their adventure began. Chapter 2. Through the Wishwind Woods. Pip and Hazel followed the shimmering rainbow path. The sky hummed softly as they walked beneath the lantern's fading glow. Wishwind Woods lay ahead, a magical forest, where leaves whispered dreams and wishes floated like dandelion seeds in the wind. The trees here weren't ordinary trees. They had bark that shimmered like pearl, and their leaves changed colour like moving watercolour. Paths curved like question marks. Tiny clouds drifted under branches instead of above them. Hazel bounced happily. I wish for a snack tree. Puff at eyes. A blueberry bush suddenly appeared, full of plump fruits. Hazel gasped. Best forest ever. Pip giggled as Hazel stuffed blueberries into her cheeks until she looked like a fluffy grape. Pip whispered, I wish I could glow big and bright. The wind twirled. Leaves rustled like a lullaby. Then a tiny spark floated down a dream seed, pale and glowing. It landed on Pip's tail, then puffed away gently, spreading stardust. His light flickered just a bit brighter than usual. He gasped. Hazel, did you see that? It whoosh! A swirling breeze curled around them. Eyes opened in the mist, friendly, curious whirlwinds shaped like animals. A windy wolf sniffed them. A breeze kitten pawed playfully at Pip's glow. Hazel giggled wildly as a gusty raccoon spun her around like a spinning top. Then the leader appeared, Breezer, the guardian of Wishwind Woods, a majestic doe made of wind, glowing with soft sky-blue light. Travellers of heart, Breezer said in a voice like wind chimes, only those who carry true kindness may pass. Hazel bowed. Pip dipped awkwardly. And only lights that shine from courage, not pride, Breezer continued, glancing toward where Flick would have stood proudly. To brighten the rainbow lantern, you must gather 3 gifts of light. Her wind horns glowed. A spark of friendship, a glow of courage, a shine of kindness. When the lantern dims, the world forgets how to glow, Breezer whispered. You must remind it. Hazel gulped. We'll try. You already began, Breezer smiled. Friendship guided your first step. Wind creatures bowed, leaves sparkled. And remember, little one, she said to Pip, small lights travel farthest in the dark. Then the wind lifted them gently, guiding them to the next path toward Giggleberry Valley. Pip's heart beat fast. He wasn't glowing stronger yet, but he felt braver. Chapter 3. Giggleberry Valley and the Teary Giant. Giggleberry Valley looked like a playground made from candy and laughter. Bubble trees bounced like balloons. Rivers giggled as they flowed. Jello mushrooms boinged under Hazel's paws as she happily bounced across them. Hazel squeaked, I love this place. Pip laughed, but suddenly the valley trembled. Boo-hoo! A giant sat in the middle of the valley, crying huge tears that rolled like watermelons. His nose was big and red from sniffles. His boots looked like houses. His shirt said, Hug Champion. Hazel froze. Big, giant, crying. Pip fluttered nervously. Maybe he needs help. Hazel whispered, or maybe he steps on squirrels accidentally. What? The giant sobbed again. Birds shook, bubble fruit popped, a whole giggle tree fell over with a squeaky "Earth!" Pip gathered courage. Mr. Giant? The giant sniffed. Huh? Who said that? His voice rumbled like rolling thunder, but soft. Down here, Pip waved his tiny glowing tail. The giant squinted. Oh, a teeny tiny firefly. And is that a squirrel wearing a leaf cape? Hazel puffed proudly. It's a hero cape. The giant sniffled. Well, hello, I'm Boohoo Bill. Hazel whispered. His name is literally Boohoo. Why are you crying? Pip asked gently. Bill held out his enormous hand. Resting on his palm was a tiny wilted flower. This was Laugh Petal, Bill sniffed. She bloomed when I laughed and glowed when I smiled, but I dropped my ice cream earlier and haven't laughed since. Now she's fading. Pip's tiny heart squeezed. Losing something special hurt. He knew that feeling. Hazel jumped on a mushroom and bounced boing boing until she fell into a bubble tree and squeaked. Bill didn't laugh. He just sniffed sadly. Pip tried wiggling his tail. Hazel tried making funny faces. Pip tried juggling dandelion fluff. Bad idea, he sneezed. Still nothing. Hazel frowned. How do we cheer up a giant? Pip took a breath. Maybe, he said softly. He doesn't need cheering. Maybe he needs someone to understand. Pip fluttered to Bill's cheek and glowed softly. It's okay to be sad, Pip said. Feelings are like rain. Sometimes they need to fall. Bill blinked. Really? You don't think I'm silly? No, Pip said. Being sad means you cared. Hazel nodded, snuggling Bill's thumb. And when feelings pass, Pip said gently, the world grows flowers again. Bill's tears slowed, his frown wobbled, then curved into a small smile. Suddenly, boing. Hazel did a silly dance. Pip buzzed like a wobbly duck. Bill chuckled, then burst into giggles so huge the valley shook, but this time with joy. Laughter echoed like chimes. Laugh petals sprang back to life, glowing rainbow. A warm spark flew into Pip's chest, his tail glowed brighter. Spark of friendship and glow of kindness earned. Chapter 4. The Valley of Brave Shadows. Next path, the Valley of Brave Shadows. The moment they stepped in, the sunshine dimmed. Mist curled around them, the air grew quiet. Hazel gulped. I like the giggly valley better. Shadows danced not scary, just soft, wobbling shapes like dreams thinking about waking up. A quiet voice whispered through the mist. Here, courage is not fighting. It is understanding. Then a shadow shaped like Pip appeared, but bigger, taller, glowing brighter. Hazel squeaked. It's you. The shadow Pip glowed brilliantly, wings powerful, tail blazing like a comet. He looked brave, confident, like Flick, but kind. Pip stared. That can't be me. Shadow Pip stepped forward. I am who you believe you cannot be. Pip trembled. I could never glow like that. The shadow shook its head. You think brightness makes you worthy, it whispered. But true bravery shines from the heart. Then came Flick's voice from behind. Some fireflies are born bright, Pip. Flick stepped out of the mist but looked nervous, his glow dimming around the shadow valley. I followed you, Flick admitted. I wanted to prove I was the hero. But this place, it scares me. Pip blinked. Flick, scared? Shadow Pip turned. Brightness alone does not mean bravery. Being afraid and going anyway, that is true courage. Hazel held Pip's wing. You don't have to be the brightest. You just have to be you. Pip felt warmth swell inside him. His tail glowed softly but steadier, stronger. He stepped forward. I'm small, I'm gentle, but I care, and caring is brave. Shadow Pip smiled, then merged into him in a soft burst of warm light. Pip shone brighter, not blinding, not huge, but warm, steady, peaceful. A star fell into his heart. Glow of courage earned. Flick sniffed. I'm sorry for teasing you. Pip smiled warmly. Would you like to walk with us? Flick's glow flickered shyly. I'd like that. They walked out of the Shadow Valley together. Chapter 5. The Rainbow Lantern's Heart. At last they reached a floating island of crystal clouds. The great rainbow lantern hovered in the middle, its light nearly gone. It flickered weakly like a tired candle. Pip fluttered up, Hazel and Flick beside him. Lantern, Pip whispered. We brought friendship, kindness and courage. The lantern shimmered weakly. Show me. Pip shared laughter with Boo-Hoo Bill. Hazel shared loyalty. Flick shared apology. The lantern glowed but still dim. Pip hesitated, then whispered, I am small. I am not bright like others, but I shine my way. He closed his eyes and let his soft glow spread small, gentle, warm. A glow that comforted, a glow that welcomed, a glow that meant home. The lantern burst open, ribbons of rainbow light curling like music. Colours exploded into the sky, dazzling, swirling, giggling rainbows streamed across the heavens. The lantern boomed joyfully. The smallest light can save the sky. Hazel cheered. Flick laughed. Pip glowed proudly, not brighter, just true. Grandma Glow's voice echoed from Brightwood, proud and warm. Shine how you were made to shine. Chapter 6, Home to Brightwood. Pip and Hazel return through a rainbow ribbon. Flick followed, humbled and kind. Everyone cheered. All caterwaul birds sang. Squirrels tossed confetti acorns. The sky glittered with rainbows that would never fade again. Grandma Glow hugged Pip. You saved colours. Flick stepped forward. And I learned brightness isn't everything. Pip is a hero. Pip smiled shyly. We all were. The rainbow lantern floated once more in the sky, brighter than ever, and on quiet nights, it hummed softly as if telling all creatures, shine your way. And Pip? He didn't try to glow brighter anymore, because he finally knew. The gentlest lights guide the deepest hearts. Hazel curled beside him under a leafy branch. Pip, she whispered sleepily. Yes? I'm really glad you came. Pip's heart glowed, soft as a bedtime hug. Me too. And far above, the rainbows twinkled good night.